Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Malinga Sise of Herbal and Harvest Organic Farm. For all of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, I am so grateful, and I want to say thank you for 24k subscribers. Thank you to all of you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for the love. Thank you for everything. And if you're still new, please don't watch this video without subscribing. Click on the notification bell. In that way I will be so grateful. And I also want to thank these 3 members who took the initiative to join the membership, okay? I want to thank Paul. I want to thank Gift. I want to thank Agnes. Wherever you are, may the good Lord bless you. And I want to encourage all of you guys, let us join this membership. In that way, you'll be able to support me. You'll be able to support the farm. You'll be able to support all the videos that I bring out. Well, most of you might not know, after subscribing to the channel, there is a button that will show you that you can join in the channel. So after, when you click there, it has different options. You're able to join the one you can afford, because it has different amount of money that you can join in with. So it is upon you, it comes from your heart to join in whatever amount you can afford. So it is not by force, but it's just one way of giving it back, okay? So I want to say thank you for 24k subscribers. I want to say thank you for everything. Well, I've not been uploading videos so often like I used to, because I also had some other commitments. Well, my mom was with me, she was not okay, and you know what it means. For those of you who take care of their parents whenever they're sick, you know what it means. All the time you're up and down, and you find that you cannot do some of these things. But for now, we are now back, and I want us to go back to our classes of learning about the herbal remedy. So today I want us to look at this particular herbal remedy. It is really very cheap. You will not spend any money, but it is so effective. I have used it several times, and it has worked for me. And I've really been having this feeling of sharing it with you. But since I was committed, I couldn't give it to you in time. But today we are going to look at the benefits of the uses of ash in our poultry farms. Okay, just like we've talked about charcoal before, ash is also very important in our poultry farms. Well, when we talk about the ash comes from different things. You can burn plastics and get ash out of it. You can burn wood and get ash out of it. And I know most of you will ask me, Sister, what type of ash are we supposed to use? Well, when we are using these things in our poultry farms, please, I always want us to use things which are organic. So we are going to use ash, like the ashes which is from the charcoal, or we are going to use ashes that we have burnt wood and we got ash. Then we are going to use ashes which are from this organic things, like the leaves, like the bean stems, the cassava stems, all those ashes. It is okay for us to use in our poultry farms. Let us not use the ashes which are got from things like plastic, which are got from things which have been used like for chemicals. Please, let us use the ashes which are purely organic. So I have used ash before, and it has really helped me a lot. That is why today I really want us to talk about it. Well, please, I want to encourage everyone, please, let us embrace the use of these herbal remedies, because last time we were all collecting eggs together, and we all saw how Sister was collecting so many eggs. So many of you asked me so many questions. So many of you asked me to make so many other videos, which we are going to bring soon. But please, let us try to be consistent in the use of these herbal remedies. In that way, that is when we are going to see the outcome. That is when we are going to collect thousands and thousands of eggs. And I want to be honest that we are still at our 95% of laying, and the birds are doing super well. And guess what? Sister has started making some good money out of this project, and soon, and very soon, I'm going to bring out a video talking about the profits, talking about how much I have spent, and all these other things. So please, let us embrace the use of these herbal remedies. But one thing I want us to know is that ash contains of potassium, calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium, which is all essential to the life of our birds. And that is why I want to encourage everyone out there to use ash in their farms. Well, way back when we were still young, I remember that we used to use ash in the villages, especially in the local poultry, but ash is only not used in the local poultry. It is also used in these commercial birds. Like way back, we used to put it when the birds are going to start laying eggs. We could put it in the where they're going to lay from, to prevent the birds from getting these fleas, the mites. We could also put it in their houses. So the ash is basically very, very good. But I've also discovered other uses of ash in poultry farming. So for today, let us look at some of the benefits of ash in our poultry farms. And the number one benefit of ash in our poultry farm is that it helps in detoxifying the digestive system of the chicken, and it also works as a laxative. So please, let us embrace the use of ash in our poultry farms. In that way, we shall see the benefits later. And then it also helps in removing the impurities in the drinking water. Well, most people have asked me that, Sise, is it okay to use rainwater in our farms? Well, it is very, very okay, provided that this rainwater, sometimes it has these small worms. But if the worms are there, what you can use, you just mix that water with ash. In that way, it will kill all the worms, and it is one way that it will purify that water. So whenever you put ash in the drinking water for the chicken, it purifies it, it kills all the worms, it kills all the bacteria which are there, and in that way it will improve on the production of the birds, and it will make them grow very, very well. So I encourage all of you to use the ash in our poultry farms. Another benefit of ash in our poultry farms is that it also acts as a healing agent. So when you get these ashes and you give it to our birds, it has antibacterial properties which can prevent infections of a wound, and can also stop bleeding. So it is really very, very important for us to use this ash in our poultry farms. And then another benefit of ash is that it also clears away all the pests and which are in your farm. If you use the ash like the beddings, because sometimes you can even mix it with the beddings. This is, in most cases, this one is it is for the people who are doing the local poultry, okay? Because most people who are doing local poultry, they don't have it in very big numbers. So you can afford to get the ashes and put as their beddings, or mix it with their beddings. So in that way, it will clear all the pests, all the mites, all the fleas, all those things that disturb the feathers of your birds. It will clear it off, and all those birds will be free from all those pests. So basically, ash is really very, very important in our poultry farms. And then also another benefit is that the droppings that birds that have been taking, maybe drinking water from which is mixed with the ash, or mix the feeds which are mixed with ash, because you can even mix it with their feeds. Their droppings are very, very good. They make very, very good manure to our plants, and also it also reduces the smell of our chickens dropping. So basically, ash is really super, super good when used in our poultry farm. So please, I encourage all of us, let us embrace the use of these ashes in our poultry farms. And then also another benefit of ash is that it also helps in clearing Newcastle disease in our farms. Well, I've told you that, please, let us try as much as possible to vaccinate our birds. Because if we do not vaccinate our birds, they sometimes get this Newcastle disease. Well, I've got the pure local breeds, which I've showed you before. But a few weeks ago, when I bought some chicken from the market, it had Newcastle disease, and I got when these other pure local birds are busy eating the intestines and the bones of this sick bird, and I ended up getting Newcastle disease among the local breeds. But what helped me very quickly was the use of ash. I used to just get the ashes and mix with their drinking water and give them to drink. Guys, it really works so well. It clears it very, very quickly. I've used it and it has helped me. That is why I really want all of us to embrace the use of these ashes in our poultry farms. So it also helps in clearing of the Newcastle disease. Guys, if you've decided to rear this local poultry, let us be so vigilant on Newcastle, because they are also so prone to this Newcastle disease. Because you will find that those ones who are keeping this local poultry, they are not in most cases vaccinating these birds. So when you introduce new birds into the farm, make sure that you vaccinate them, or you keep them away from the old birds. But in this case I had just bought the chicken from the market. I slaughtered it from there, but when I brought it home, the bones, the intestines were eaten up by the local poultry which I had. There were others which had got out of the wire and they were eating it, and it made them really to get Newcastle disease immediately. By the way, I ended up losing 4 of the birds, but the rest survived because I managed to clear it also with this ashes. So I could mix the ash with the drinking water and give to the birds. So I want to encourage all of us, let us try it out. It will really work so well. And then even in diarrhea, please, if your birds are diarrheating, if you give them this, if you mix the drinking water with this ash, you will see how it will work very effectively. And then I also talked about the ash extract, which I'm going to make another video about it and show you how to extract that juice. It is also very effective. So please, let us try as much as possible to embrace the use of these ashes. So how do I give these ashes to my birds? Personally, me here, I just normally mix with the drinking water. I do not mix with the feeds. I just mix with the drinking water. I get 3 tablespoons of the ashes, mix with the 10-liter jerry can of water, and give it to the birds. And if the birds are not sick, I normally just give for 3 days and stop there. But if the birds are sick, that is when I can tell you to give it for 5 days and even increase on the dose. But if the birds are not sick and I'm using it just for a preventive way, it will just be for 3 days, and in that way it will clear up. If there is maybe coccidiosis that want to come up, or Newcastle disease or diarrhea, it will clear it immediately. So please, let us try as much as possible to use these ashes in our poultry farms. But let us also remember that we should observe biosecurity. Well, someone asked me that if we talk about biosecurity, what do you mean? I mean, like, do not allow free entry and exit into your poultry farm, because whenever someone is going there, make sure they disinfect themselves, their feet, and if possible, change even their clothes and enter your farm. And even when you introduce new birds, please let us try as much as possible to vaccinate those birds and make sure we first quarantine them for some time before mixing them with your birds. That is for those who are going for the pure local breeds. So in that way, we shall be able to enjoy this project. So for today, that is all I had for you. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for always coming back and watching my videos. And if you are still new, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell so that you never miss out any upload. Share this video, comment in the comment section down below, and I'll be so grateful. See you next time. Love you all. Bye-bye.